I'm flatting at the moment. Well, I'm reasonably lucky. I decided to flat with people a fair bit older than me. So it just means flatting's easier in the sense they've done it for a lot longer and generally know what they're doing. It also means I can get help from them when I need it. It means them all being students, you can, focus on studying. They fully understand that you need to spend all your time studying, which is something that you may not get to do at home.
I'm living away from home in a flat of 6, so that's quite interesting. Well, advantages are you get to do what you want and sort of, you cook your own food, you sort of learn how to be independent. Disadvantages, I'd have to say, are parents cooking and washing and cleaning and paying your bills and, the kind of things that you don't really know what you have until you don't have them anymore.
I'm still living at home, and the good advantage of that is that family is constantly around me, so that support has just never been a problem. And I think the disadvantage of that is that I'm not getting the 100% full uni experience. Like I was just telling my dad that it's really similar to just going to Ormiston because just travelling wise and all that. But yeah,
I'm living at home. The advantage is that it's a lot cheaper to live at home than live at a uni hall. The disadvantage is it takes a long time to get to the uni in the mornings because it's peak time traffic, and a lot of the classes start at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So we have to leave the house at about 6:30, 6:45ish to get to 8 o'clock class. If we're driving, if we're busing, you got to take the 6:30 bus. So that takes a long time.
I'm living at home because the advantage is I don't pay rent and I don't pay for my own food, so I don't pay for my living cost. And the disadvantage is I don't have to travel. Traveling that far is a disadvantage because it takes a long time to get to uni.
I live at home, and I think the advantages are that it's much cheaper, and studying at home, you don't have, when you come home, you study and there's less distractions if you're staying somewhere and you're always around people who are also staying away. The disadvantage is definitely travelling for me. It's like an hour and a half-ish there and back, and that's a chunk of your day that goes on travelling.
I'm living at home, and the advantages would probably be not having to cook your own food. And disadvantages would be travelling and not being able to exercise your independence and live with friends.
I'm living at home. The advantages are packed lunches, get those. The disadvantages are, I guess, travelling. It takes a long time. So I have labs at 9 a.m. and I leave at 6:50 and I get there at 8:57. So it's a 2-hour bus ride.
I am living in the halls of residence, so not at home. I suppose the advantages are having everyone around, like friends and stuff. I can steal their clothes, which, yeah. Also, like the studying, if I see that everyone else is studying, I can't really get distracted by them because they're studying, so I'm like, well, the only thing I've got left to do is study, so that's what I'll do. But there is disadvantages, like I get sick of people. Like if I am trying to work and they come knocking on my door, I'm kind of like, can you leave me alone or whatnot, but I survive.
So I'm in a student accommodation, and there's also like a hall across my hall, so there's like so much on. It's pretty cool. Advantages would be like, yeah, you're constantly around other people, and it's like I realize like you kind of learn a lot from other people as well. Like, yeah, like we don't just sit and talk about crap. We actually do stuff, and it's like you learn so much. And disadvantages would be distractions from your work. Like there's just so many times where I'm like doing my work and I'm like, screw this, I could just go to with my friends and stuff. They're like, yeah, and it's like right in the city as well. So it's like go for a walk around the city, it's like, so much distractions. And